Wonder if God got a plan for everyone. I wonder if I could take a second run. 'Cause I carry on getting sad and getting stuck. What I wouldn't give for a life that...
Hi everyone, it's Spiritual TT and welcome to our second episode of Survival of the Empress. We have already explained to you guys what Survival of the Empress is. We'll just go through another quick introduction. If this is your first time watching, welcome. Survival of the Empress is stories of women who have gone through a lot of pain, a lot of disappointment, a lot of letdowns, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of everything negative, and have survived, y'all. Come up out of the mud, looking and smelling like a rose. And so today, man, I hope y'all ready to get your popcorn, get your popcorn. This show today, listen, y'all, we already done had us a come to Jesus moment up in here before we started the show. We've cried, we done praised up in here, we done did it all. So all I know is that God is in the house today, y'all. He is here. So buckle your seatbelts and get ready to take this ride with us as we take another trip down the road of Survival of the Empress. Yes. And today, we got my baby, yes. Ice Cream. Yes, listen, y'all, I call her Ice Cream so much. And Niecy, I don't even be knowing her real name half the time. Y'all don't judge TT now. Y'all know she 55, okay?
And look good.
Okay, yes, we do. Okay, no, we're all beautiful queens.
My name is LaShonda, but they do call me Ice Cream. That's my nickname.
Yes. So let me tell y'all my story about how I met her and her journey, and then I'll let her take over and tell you guys how she got here. But so last year at the Divine Feminine Retreat, I met this angel. And we bonded. We immediately bonded. I found out that she lived here in Atlanta with me. And I was like, oh my God, that's what's up. We're going to have to hook up. You know, we found our soul tribe. And at the retreat, some people really walked away from the retreat and took away from the retreat what the retreat was meant to be. It was a healing experience. And even though, you know, we go places where you can have fun and we can let our hair down and cut up, it's not about that, guys. It's about healing. Okay, and that's what we went to the Divine Feminine Retreat to do. Well, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but this baby right here, you probably can't see her whole body, but she is dressed from white from head to toe and has been since October 16th of 2020. She has not worn any other color but white. Okay, y'all, this road, especially now, I know a lot of you guys are probably feeling what's going on because we're going through the Mercury retrograde got us all just like, I don't know, it's a lot going on. And so a lot of tears, a lot of people have been crying, a lot of people have been feeling their pains. And we came here today, guys, to just kind of show you how we ease it. We go through it. I'm Spiritual TT. I know I come out here and I read to y'all and I'm always preaching to y'all about stay strong, do this, do that. But I cry. I have my times. I have my moments just like everybody else. So, woo, tell me about this journey.
Well,
tell me about this journey.
First of all, I didn't understand or realize that I was even on the journey. You know,
that's usually how it happens.
It was before the conference. You know, I was lighting my sage. I got that from somebody. So the sage started opening my eyes first. So I didn't see that as a spiritual journey then. But once I got to the conference and everything fell into place.
It was a correlation between the two.
Yeah. But once I got to the conference, before the conference, I seen it online, you know, listening to tarot and stuff like that. I had seen it online or whatnot. And I was going to bypass it. I was in Ohio at the time and my spirit was like, you need to go to this conference. I'm like, yeah, well, we'll see what happens.
Trying to ignore the signs like we do, right?
But, you know, I was out there getting my grind on, doing feet or whatnot. So I ended up having the money. And I was like, I'm still going to wait. Spirit's like, don't wait to go to this retreat. So I'm like, huh? I'm online and I hear Mystic Beauty say, we only got 5 spots left. I'm like, oh snap. So I get online. Spirit's like, you're going to regret it if you don't go.
Right.
And I got online. I paid for it. I'm there.
Right.
Then something was going on, and somehow I got an email from you, and I emailed you back, and you had your phone number, and I was able to call you.
Yes.
And I talked to you before I got to meet you.
Yes.
We had such a joyous conversation in my cousin's driveway that I was just like, oh my goodness, like I actually get to speak to somebody, because you never, usually when you're trying to call somebody,
it's
you never
automated. Exactly. And nobody believes in customer service no more.
And then when I talked to you, and you had beautiful customer service, and you just made me amped to even want to come even more. Like, my soul was joyous. I felt like I made the right choice.
Right.
And I know when I went to the conference, that was one of the best choices I could have ever made. So.
Wow. So, what's your journey been like since the conference? Like, what, I mean, I know personally, but share with our audience, what's your journey been like? Like, how did all of this start for you? Like, take us through the whole journey, the pain, the growth. You know, what woke you up? Because that's what this is all about. This is about us sharing our stories with you guys so you can see that you're not alone. So you can see that we've gone through the same dirt, mud, tracks that y'all been through, but we found a way out. And that's what these stories are meant to do, is to help y'all find your strength and pull your way up out of these depressions, these emotional ruts that we fall into.
Well, once I got to the conference, it was nothing but love.
Mm-hmm.
I felt nothing but love radiating, because I was in a room of women that was like-minded.
Right.
That wanted the same thing. When everyone stood up and gave their testimony of the reason why they were there or whatnot, you know, it was a beautiful thing. I'm sorry if you hear me, a shakiness in my voice. I'm kind of cold.
Oh my God, poor baby, she's freezing.
It's okay. But, you know, it was beautiful. It was nothing but the room permeated love.
Right.
And the whole weekend that I was there, it was a beautiful thing. Like, when we went to the beach to release everything, before we went to the beach, let me back it up. Just being around women that was like-minded, everyone was getting along. Even if there was something going on, it wasn't seen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a joyous thing. It opened me up.
Right.
My spirit told me to wear white ever since then. Before the conference, I was going to pack some stuff, and I was going to pack white anyways for the whole weekend. And I find out we got an all-white day.
Right.
So it was like, Spirit, I'm happy now, because I'm like, you wanted me to wear white, and they having an all-white day. So that was just right on the menu.
Right.
So.
But from before the conference, like, where were you mentally? Where were you?
I was borderline. Like, I was in a relationship. I had a relationship I was dealing with, but we weren't together. It was like a divine masculine type situation.
Oh God, twin flame journey. Bless your heart.
Lord, at that time, I didn't know, though. It was just somebody that I knew I loved since I was a teenager, that I kept it suppressed.
Right.
I felt like it was a forbidden love, so it would never be able to come out. So when I was able to get the opportunity for it, I went for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like God handed me what I asked for.
Right.
So everything was good. Like, me and this person, we didn't have any type of arguments or anything like that, and just we messed around for a whole year, even though we weren't together. It felt like we were in a relationship. He even voiced the situation like that, and then out the blue, he just ghosted me.
That's how it happens, you know. And oh my God, like, let's talk about that for a second, because so many of y'all, I know so many of y'all are going through that, and it hurts so bad that, you know, we meet these people, and there's this amazing chemistry. I mean, like, the chemistry is killer. You can't, it's like you just can't replace it no matter what. You can't get this person off your mind. Everything you do, morning, noon, and night, this person is on your mind. And so, what do we do about that? Like, how do we handle that? And for you, what was that experience like for you? Like, when you started to realize that this was an obsessive feeling, like, where did you go from there?
At that time, I didn't even understand that it was obsessive. It was just the fact that I was crushed.
Right.
You know, my heart was broken.
Right.
And I opened Pandora's box.
Mm-hmm.
I always left this forbidden. Nobody knew. Mm-hmm. So I told the person who was meant to be told.
Right.
And afterwards, I felt kind of foolish.
Right.
So before the conference, and even after the conference, I was behind closed doors, keeping to myself, you know. I cried behind
hermit mode.
Yeah, hermit mode.
Mm-hmm.
But when people see me, they didn't see that.
I know.
Some people who spoke to me personally, they felt it. They
energy.
knew it.
People around you who can feel energy, they know what's going on with you. You can't hide from people who can feel energy. Empaths.
Right. And I'm a true empath.
Oh my God.
Other people's
I hate that I'm an empath. I wish I wasn't. I hate feeling other people's pains and feelings, and I feel it so much. I can feel you from 100 miles away. And that's heavy.
I was brought down to nothing, though. Like, even before this person, I was homeless.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had to send my kids away. My children, let me rephrase that. I don't raise goats.
Right.
But, you know, I had to do what I had to do. I didn't want them to have to suffer like I was suffering, but I went through something then. Like, it really started in 2016, but I didn't know.
Right. Right.
As time went on,
those tower moments just keep coming, keep coming, keep coming.
And then I thought I met the man in my life, you know, even though I had a son whose dad was really good to me. We were the best of friends, but something just was missing.
Right.
And even though everyone else seen that I should have been with that person,
your heart wasn't there.
Right. And my heart was where it probably shouldn't have been, but that person, when I was 15, they was about 18. They showed me the one thing I was looking for. They showed everybody.
Right.
At that time, I didn't say me.
Right.
He should be showing me.
Right.
But he showed everybody the one thing I was looking for, and that was love.
Right.
You know, growing up as a teenager, people on the outside looking in, it looks like everything is all good, but it's really not. You know?
Man, we deal with so much inner pain. Like, we just, you know what I'm saying? We hide the pain that we're going through on the inside. And that again is what this is all about. Releasing, y'all. Releasing. We have to release the pain. You can't, like she said, she tried to suffocate it. She tried to hide it. And you can't do it. All it does is it's like anything else. If you put dirty laundry in the laundry for too long, it's going to start stinking and mildewing. You know, if you leave food in your refrigerator, it's going to spoil. Think this is the same thing with your system. When we suppress our feelings and don't deal with them and the trauma, because that's traumatic. That this type of pain that we feel when you feel this type of connection to someone. I mean, this is a deep, deep-seated connection that you feel like this is the one. Like, this is my soulmate. This is my everything. You feel like you know everything about this person. And then when this person decides that you're not that person to them, and that's basically what it boils down to. They don't feel, or they're not accepting the connection. Whatever the case is, it boils down to heartbreak. It boils down to heartbreak, and it's very traumatic. It's extremely traumatic, and most of us don't know how to deal with that trauma. Most of us don't know have a clue what to do with that trauma.
Well, going to the retreat helped me a lot. Like I said, it was a place for me to release.
Yeah. I
was able to release my fears.
Don't cry.
Guilt, I know.
It's okay. Go ahead and cry. You know,
I'm an emotional person.
It's okay. So am I. Okay, go ahead. I'm going to take a drink because you got me messed up right now. She got TT messed up. She's trying to mess up TT makeup on camera.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Cry, baby. We're going to cry on this show a lot, y'all. A lot.
When we went to the beach and we wrote down everything we wanted to release, that was a burden lifted off my shoulder.
Yeah.
That was where my journey really, truly began. And that's why I'm so thankful for you and Misty. For the conference, I'm glad. I'm thankful for Spirit pulling me in, making me listen to my intuition to go, following my gut feeling. Like, once I was able to release that, I was able to release him.
Yeah.
He was still there. He's still there strongly.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to let go. But at the end of the day, I was able to release. I was able to put love into myself. I was able to find inner peace within me. That's what I started working on once I left the conference.
Right.
And like you said, every day I've been wearing white. I tried to wear another color. My spirit was like, I've been wearing a different color shoes sometimes, or maybe a sports jacket here and there. But other than that, I mostly wear white. I might sleep in some colors, but when I'm going out, I'm in white.
So we all find different ways to deal with the pain. For me, it's like I find myself pouring myself more and more into my work. You know what I'm saying? Like when things enter into my mind that I don't know how to deal with, I don't know how to process, then I just turn up with work and just try to turn it off, which isn't good either. because eventually it will creep back up on you and become a nuisance in your life. And this is just, again, we have to surrender and learn to find that power within us again. That's what we have to do, because when we give our power away, which is what we do, we give our power away when we get into these type of relationships, because the connection again is so very strong, and so what's the word? Like, it's binding, man. It's like you feel like you just can't release and let go. And the reason for that, I think, and of course we all still living here and still trying to figure all this out, but what I think happens is that it's again trying to help us to find us.
Yeah.
Because the beautiful thing that I am seeing from everybody in this journey is, once we do take our focus off the pain, off the ghosting, the being let down, the not being chosen, we have to get over that. We really do. Like, we can't keep holding on to that. I feel that when you love something, you truly got to let it go. You got to let it go. And if it loves you, and if it's meant to be, it's going to come back. If God says this is meant to be, then you just need to sit back, take your hands off of it, because we love these people. You know what I'm saying? When you love somebody, you want it now. You don't want to wait till tomorrow. We're like children. We're like big grown-up children, and this love affair feels so good. It's like the feeling we had when we were kids, when we were going to the amusement park, or whatever your favorite thing to do was as a child. It's the same thing, and you don't want to wait. You want to go now. You're bugging your parents. Your parents is like, get off my nerves. And that's how Spirit feels about us. It's like, get off his nerve. You know what I'm saying? I know that's maybe a bitter pill to swallow, but we really have to accept what is. Mm-hmm. Because when we start trying to force things to happen, we make the pain worse on ourselves, because we introduce more pain to us that we could have avoided had we just let things unfold naturally.
And that's what I learned, to let things unfold. I backed myself away. Mm-hmm. You know, at first, I didn't understand. Mm-hmm. I wasn't asking for understanding. I just didn't understand because we didn't get in no type of arguments. Like,
right.
He tried to...
It comes out of nowhere.
Criticize me, but he kept trying to call it critical criticism. What do they call it?
Yeah, they body shame you. They make you feel like you're not pretty. Your body's not good enough. Constructive.
Yes.
Constructive criticism.
That's what I was trying to say.
But there is no such thing as constructive criticism, okay? Because criticism is criticism. Shit. It ain't constructive. Okay, it's destructive. Okay, when you go to somebody in a criticizing manner, that's some negative energy. If there's something that you want to say to someone, you don't do it in a criticizing way. Right. You go to someone in a loving way and say, listen, babe, you know, you blah, 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 whatever the situation is. But they doing it because, again, we cannot blame the man. I know we want to get upset with the person who did it to us, but we can't blame them because they're doing it to wake us up. They're triggering us.
And plus, they may have not been taught, you know.
They weren't.
And that's the thing, like, I ended up opening my heart enough to look at the bigger situation at hand.
Yes.
Like, even though he ghosted me, I normally knew it was going to take time. Mm-hmm. I normally knew it was a process I had to go through. So right. I wasn't going to worry about that. And when that did coast through my mind, I took it away. Right. You know, I channeled my energy into something else. Right. And the more I gave out love, the more it came back.
Yes.
When I went home and seen that, dealing with people that's from my hometown, and feed, you know, educating them on foot care and stuff like that, it was a wonderful thing. Right. And I had one of my
found you.
I found me. I found inner peace. Mm-hmm. I found happiness within me. I woke up every day by myself. I meditated in the morning, listened to the beats that I recorded when we was down in Destin. Just getting up in a positive mindset. If something negative comes along, trying to turn it around into a positive. Right. That's a wonderful feeling when you're able to do that.
It is, because at a very early age, we learn to be codependent on other people. We do, because our parents teach us that. Okay, as children, we come here and we find ourselves to be dependent on our parents to change our diaper, to feed us, to love us, to have fun with us. We need them for everything. And so, depending on the relationship that you had with your parents, it will depend on how bad your codependency is. There's a level of healthy codependency. You know what I'm saying? Because we do, a healthy partnership means you're codependent on each other to the point where it's not, I can't live without you. Because if it ever becomes a point where you feel like you can't live without somebody, then you know your codependency is unhealthy at that point. Because this whole journey is about learning to be with you, learning to be in love with you, okay, learning to be okay with being by yourself, learning to bring love into the situation, and learning to look at the situation from the other person's point of view. Right. Every show we're going to talk about how hurt people hurt, because that's what this whole thing is about. We are really children running around in adult costumes. Right. Okay, because we've never stopped to heal what was broken. We've never stopped to heal what was broken.
And that's the one thing I was working on. Healing what was broken. My heart was broken. I didn't expect this person to break my heart because they talked like they wasn't going to do that. But in their mind, they already knew what they were going to do.
Absolutely.
I was dealing with a runner. Someone who felt the vibe but didn't know what it was because never had
that type of love. Yes.
I was genuine to this person. I was loyal to this person. I didn't lie to this person. Every time we were together,
you would have done anything.
Wonderful thing. I did do whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Almost whatever.
I know. But, I know what you mean.
It was nothing that person could have asked me to do
that you would be hesitant to do, as long as it's within reason.
They used to come visit me here in Atlanta. Fly out. Spend money. Like, I know our times meant something. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess they wanted to treat me like they treated other people in the past and still dealing with in the future because they got outdated way of thinking. And I'm like, okay, I love you enough. If you don't want your happiness with me,
you could go have it with somebody else.
And I will respect that.
Yes.
I'm just hurt and hate the fact that you used my heart to do it.
Yes.
You know, you could have just been upfront and honest with me because we weren't in a relationship at that point in time.
And, you know, that's my question. Like, my question about this whole life journey is, you know, do we not know what we're doing to other people? Do we not care? You know what I'm saying? Like, I seriously ask myself sometimes, did you think this wouldn't hurt, or did you just not care? You know what I'm saying? Because the type of pain, like, I'm so serious. If to see this journey from my eyesight, it's really sad. It makes me depressed on a lot of levels, a lot of times. Even though I'm on here, I'm smiling all the time. Behind my eyes is pain, because I wake up 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning from text messages from people who can't sleep because this thing got them up at night, who can't rest, who their system is just off balance. All its chakras are blocked. You know what I'm saying? It's sad, y'all. It's really sad. And it's like we're out here and we're causing these type of pains to each other. And it's like, why do we do that? Why?
A lot of them, I'm going to say us, but I don't include me because I'm progressing and growing. But
I try my best not to purposely hurt somebody. That's why I don't understand this whole black magic thing and people doing stuff to if you don't like somebody, that's your business. But to purposely do something to hurt or manipulate somebody's life, it's that's
hurt.
Oh
that's
my
hurtful.
God, that's
and
extremely hurtful.
I'm not going to just go out and hurt somebody. I don't like to take advantage of people. I don't like to see other people take advantage of people.
Right.
So, like I said, I was able to step back.
Right.
It hurt, but I did whatever I needed to do behind closed doors.
Right.
When I came out into the open and everybody seen me, I was smiling.
Right.
I was happy.
Right.
I was content. That was a wonderful feeling. But I was still hurting.
Right.
You know, it takes time.
You know why? Because we have a choice at that moment. You're so hurt. You're so broken into a million pieces on the inside. Everything about you is just numb. You have 2 choices. Get up and fight or lay down and die.
Yes.
Those are your choices.
And I'm fighting.
I had to fight too. I mean, at some point it had me feeling like I wanted to die. It really did, because it came. The pain that I felt in this situation came at a time in my life where I really didn't need it. Mm-hmm. I was already broken, but obviously it was the perfect time.
The perfect time.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was all that. I think that we don't make changes in our life, y'all, until we get sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yes.
And that's when we decide, okay, enough is enough. Did you not feel that way?
Better.
Okay, come on with that beautiful voice. Give us some. Give us some.
Yeah, there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Okay, come on. You see what I'm saying? We find our gifts. Speaking of gifts, another beautiful thing that's going on with this baby, another one of her journeys I wanted to share with y'all is after healing herself. I know the
Yes.
conference may have been a what do I call it? Like it's to the start.
The
It was
catalyst.
it was the catalyst to your healing, but it certainly was not the end. Okay, it
Mm-hmm.
was just the opening, and then since then you've done so much. Like she took my tarot class, and guess what she got now? Come on, share it with us. Share it
I
with
got
us.
some
Share
tarot
it with
cards.
us.
I made my own deck.
Okay, look at this, y'all. Okay, look, she got her own deck out, and it is the bomb. Y'all will see TT reading with it. Don't worry.
It's called Ice Cream's Emotional Expressions Oracle Deck.
Okay, and when I do a reading, if you guys are interested in supporting her, please let's support each other, y'all. It doesn't take anything. We go out here and we support these big businesses who do not support us. Support these women who are out here, man. They grinding. They using the unemployment money. They out here hustling, doing whatever they got to do, driving for Uber and Lyft to make the money to start these businesses. Let's support. Let's support. Okay, I support all my babies. I sell my own cars, but y'all see me advertising my babies' cars more than I do my own. Because at the end of the day, it's what we have to do. Okay, each one teach one, reach one, be one. Okay, seriously, like we have to start supporting each other. We really do. I mean, this is about the small businesses is what that makes the world go round. The big conglomerates are have more and more control of us, the more our money we give them. So again, support. I love her cards. They have some beautiful messages on them. I'm gonna read a couple of them to y'all. I thought I was the shit until I seen you. What the fuck? Now I'm jealous. Now y'all know that be happening too. Y'all know it. Okay? Thinking about not being with us is tearing me apart. So these are some beautiful oracle messages. So make sure y'all support. I will put the link on how you can purchase her cards in the description of this video. But I'm super duper proud of her.
Thank you.
I've seen a huge transformation, and these are the women that I'm reaching out to. You know, the women who I'm seeing fight past the pain. Yeah. And it doesn't mean that you're not in pain anymore.
I mean, I have a little pain here and there, but I can say overall, I got over it. I know how when I'm feeling some type of way, I know how to channel it into something else. Just take a deep breath, woosah, breathe, and...
But what was that one thing? Like, this is what I try to give people from each one of these interviews. What was that one thing that was just that last straw for you? Because for me, that last straw for me was that pain. That pain that I felt when I got ghosted, when I got left behind, when people made these, people made fun of me. They laughed at my situation and talked about how broke I was and how homeless I was and all these things. And that hurts. That hurt me really bad. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, those things still hurt me. These people are still talking about me, still throwing black magic at me, still trying to mess with my finances. Those things hurt me, guys. So if that's your intentions, then you're doing a great job. And all I have to say is that payback is a bitch. Okay, karma is that cafe, baby, where it ain't no menus. Okay, you get exactly what your ass deserves. Okay, so if you've been out there sowing shit, you're going to get a big plate of shit. If you've been out there being sweet and nice and loving to people, then sweet and nice loving ingredients is what will be put in your plate. But I'm just telling y'all that black magic, it works temporarily on people. But when God lets that shit reverse on your ass, it is 10 times what you did to the other person. You will go to spiritual jail. And ain't no worse a place to be than in spiritual jail, because all the gates of hell is open up on your ass. So it's just really sad. Because, again, this thing is painful. And it's painful for everybody. It's painful for the karmic. It's painful for the divine masculine, the feminine, the kids involved, the friends involved. This is a painful situation.
And that's the thing. If he just would have been honest with me, I was being honest with him, and we were living in two different states, too. Mm-hmm. So that was another thing. They decided to...
What was that pivotal point, though? What was that point that just made you decide...
The pain. The ghosting.
Yes.
Like... Everything was going good. I didn't understand. Just give me an explanation. Give me some closure.
I know. You never get that closure.
It'd be different
either.
if we started an argument or I said something vulgar. Now, he tried to say something nasty to me. Go back home. Go to your baby dad. Your children need 2 parents. What does that have to do with anything?
I think again, because it's always like every story I've heard, my own, yours, every woman I've interviewed and read, the way they exit our lives is cruel and unusual punishment.
It is, but guess what? You reap what you sow.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that. So what I started doing, I started feeling bad for him because all I hoped is he was going to be prepared for whatever was coming to him because I was genuine and loyal to him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I knowingly know I was being honest.
Right.
You can't be no better than that.
Right.
Especially when you're being yourself.
And I think that again, I try to find logical ways to ease my whole conscience about this, because you don't want to think that someone that you loved is heartless enough to really just wreck your heart like that and don't care. So I want to say that it's designed that way, that Spirit orchestrated it to hurt you that way, again, to catapult you to finding your truer self and your higher power. I think that's what it's designed to do. And I know that may sound crazy, but at the end of the day, it's not, because had it not been for that type of pain, I may not have reached my aha moment. I may not have reached that I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
You better know it.
You know what I'm saying?
My thing is like, let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
And if it loves you, if it's meant to be, it'll come back. Otherwise, thank God for the experience and thank it for showing you who you are. Thank it for bringing you into being the best that you can be. Thank it for that. And for nothing else.
And that's exactly what I did. I thanked him for the time that I was able to spend with him. I was thankful for that. I didn't throw no shade.
Right.
The whole year, me and him didn't talk. We spoke subliminally through social media and stuff like that, through music. I was good. It took that year of me being me, not being negative. I still was not negative to that guy.
Right.
I still didn't shoot no. Only time I might have shot a dagger or two was when he was trying to hit below the belt with me.
Right.
Why are you bothering me?
Right.
Aren't you happy? I'm glad you chose the route that you chose. I'm glad you chose your happiness, and I'm happy for you.
Right.
Just
and even with
alone.
the third party, where there's third parties involved, they do the same thing. It's like they do things to hurt you. They lie on you. They gossip about you. They send negative energy your way. You have the man. What is the problem? You have the man. So what is your problem? Well, we always the high chick. We are always the high chick. They don't tell nobody their feelings for us. They don't tell themselves their feelings for us. They don't accept it. And they sure in the hell don't tell us how they feel about us. So that's even more hurtful and more painful. But again, I do believe that all of this stuff is designed, and I'm still learning. I don't have the answers to all of this stuff yet, because I'm, we work, learning and evolving is a work in progress until you die. So, but what I'm learning from pain and disappointments from people in our lives, period, is that it's still designed to strengthen us. All these things are designed to strengthen us. They are designed to make us realize our strength, because you don't know how strong you are until you have to be real strong. If your strength is never tested, how do you know how far you can go? You don't. So it's what I feel. I am too. I mean, I don't know that I would ever sign up for this again. And I don't know like what I was thinking when I was in the lifeline. And God said, okay, here's what we can give you. And I said, okay. And I came and signed up for this. I don't know what I was thinking, but I won't be signing up for this shit again. Okay. Like seriously, like I wouldn't wish this right here on my worst enemy, because I'm asking myself, this is what I'm trying to figure out right now at this very moment in my journey right here with this thing is, how do I let go? How do I cut the cord? How do I cut the cord for real? Because every time I feel like I'm standing in my power and standing up for myself and, cutting out the stuff and the situations and people that no longer serve me, I always still find myself very weak. And I'm like, what is this all about? Like, why can't I cut the cord? So this is what I'm learning to do now is I don't let it bother me. I don't let it rob me of my sleep. I don't let it consume my day. But I do know that there's this quiet underlying voice that's still there, and I cannot get or force this person to give me what I need, so I have to let go. And that's what I'm learning. You have to release control of these situations, no matter if it's with a romantic person in your life, a controlling friend, a controlling employee, or it doesn't matter, controlling parent, it doesn't matter. We have to let go and let God.
Yeah, and I had to learn that thanks to you.
Okay, listen.
I had to really learn how to let go, but I channel myself into my work.
Yeah.
Like I do good. I do good at my work. See, throat chakra being blocked. But you know, it's just like I said, the love that I had to give, I poured out in it.
But you made great strides, though.
Yes.
You're not sitting around. You don't call me crying. You don't call me depressed. You don't call me mentally blocked.
Play the beach.
Right.
I think of a happy place.
Right.
I have to get out of
that part.
I'm not finna get
go to a
down.
happy place.
Go to a happy place.
That part, like that's
happy.
Yes.
The beach.
We have control over our mind, y'all. We do. And so when we start feeling the depression or the whatever,
happy
you know,
place.
that negative
Something
nostalgia that we will always talk about.
Another song that makes me happy, another thing that makes me happy is that song "Walking" by Mary Mary.
Yeah,
I can play that all day long.
Yeah, music is beautiful. Music will definitely don't play no love songs though, because it might get you in your feelings.
No, let the love go.
Yes, yes. This baby gonna have an album one day. She don't know it, but that's part of her spiritual growth as well. I've seen her grow. Like I did a reading on her, and it's just been up ever since. I promise you. And I'm just excited to see where your journey takes you. But again, I appreciate you sharing your story with us about your journey from the pain to finding your power.
Yeah, that's the thing. From pain to power.
That's the thing for today. Last time it was rise up. Today is from pain to power, y'all. Pain to power.
Pain to power. Stand up for yourself in that hour.
Okay.
You better know about me. My name is Ice Cream, aka Shonda T.
Okay, and you heard that.
Thank you for having me.
Oh man, I love you so much. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen, y'all. Whew. Okay, so today's word is from pain to power. Okay. Feel the pain and pass it anyway. You know, go past it anyway. Feel the pain and rise up. Okay. Feel the pain and find your power. That's where we are today. Yes. We thank you for joining us once again for the second episode of, what is this? Survival of the Empress. We love y'all. Thank you. See you. Hey, listen, Spiritual TT, hit the like, subscribe, and the share. These messages are important and they need to get out to more people. And if you are a Empress who survived and you would like to share your story with us, you do not have to live in Atlanta. We can do your interview via Zoom or Skype, but we would love to have you and share your story with the world. Please email me at healsherry00@gmail.com. I will also have my email in the link below. I also have the link to her cards, her beautiful new cards, in case you guys would like to have them. They are gorgeous. Okay. I'll have a link to those as well. And again, we want to thank you for joining us on Survival of the Empress, and we will see you the next time.